Hi, Moon. How we doing? Here we are. Gotta reload some things here. Here we are. I make sure to follow Ghosty. Hey, no problem, Moon. I'm all green. I gotta refresh all the browser chat sources and everything. And close my desk drawer to scoot in. Yeah, and then I gotta do. Yeah, I think it's good. Touching grass today. You could say. Huh. What's going on with that too? Okay. Guess ads are over. Alright. Cool. How are we doing today? Hope everyone's having a good morning, good day, all that good stuff. My appointment. I had a pretty good day yesterday. Went to a hotel, as we do sometimes. It's like 20 minutes up the road. It's got a pool. It's on the beach. So it's fun. I drank a lot, as usual when I go out. To social things that involves the ability to drink, right? I'm gonna go back later today as well, because we also have the room for today. So, yeah. But yeah, for now, we're gonna be streaming. Nah, dude, it was crazy how many young people were there yesterday. But yeah, I doubt there'll be. Well, it is summer. I was gonna say I doubt there's gonna be as many young people there today because it's Monday. But it is still summer. But yeah, we had a good time. It was my mom, her boyfriend, my little brother, two of his friends, and then it was my mom's friend who has the timeshares to get all that stuff. Hi Mir, welcome in. Hi Elf, thanks for the check-ins. I'll get I'll get Unity open while I'm talking. But yeah, I started this project a couple days ago. But yeah, who else was there yesterday? Yeah, it's my mom's friend who usually gets the room, and then my mom pitches in like $100 or something. Cause her friend gets it at like a discounted room, cause she's in like the timeshare thing, whatever. And all she has to do is like go to meetings or whatever every now and then, and they like give her discounted room or something. Anyways, yeah, so it was her, and then there was one guy that's like 18 that is her son's friend, but also she treats him like a son, you know what I mean? And then it was her smaller son as well, and then his friend. So yeah, that was everyone there that was in our party. But yeah, there was a lot of people there yesterday. But yeah, I have a good time. The last 2 times I went there, fucking busted my tailbone. So yesterday and the day or the last time I was there, which wasn't that long ago. I made a Twitter post about it. I think it was like last weekend, probably. I don't know. Um, but yeah, the last time I was there, I hit my tailbone as I was going down the slide. And it hurt for like till like the next day. And then yesterday I was like, obviously I was tipsy and I stood up, I guess too fast, lost my balance a little bit, fell back just a tad. I mean, I caught myself, but I still hit my tailbone on it. Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine now though. It's all good. What really hurts right now is my freaking legs. Like my thighs are sore. My thighs are sore, and then for some reason yeah, when I fell, I caught myself, but it hit my like the lower right part of my palm on my right hand. That's what's hurting. That and my legs are sore from jumping in the pool. Oh, I also ran yesterday. Oh man. Oh yeah, this is still up on OBS. Because I was working on this last time as well. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I was we were on the beach, and my little brother's friend dude, there was like literally no, there was like there was like 2 grandmas there. That was it. You're thinking you come down here and you're gonna see grandmas everywhere? Nah, dude, relax. Anyways, yeah, it was dark out. We were at the beach. My little brother's friend wanted to like race me and the bigger kid. I say kid, he's 18. So, and that was the first time I really ran, or like, since high school, and that was ninth grade even, right? I'm dating myself here, but I graduated high school like 4 years ago now. So, and then yeah, before graduating high school, I haven't ran since like ninth grade because that was the last time I had gym. But yeah, so, and also I was drinking quite a bit. So what happened was the first time I did the race, I like totally stumbled forward and like rolled. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. It didn't hurt at all though, so I'm good. Cause like I may have tripped, but I like turned it into like a roll, like rolled onto my back, pretty much. But yeah, just got a little sandy. That's all. But yeah. Yeah, if I left the house more, I'm sure I would, I just never really been one to like go to the gym or anything. Also, Elf, addressing your question, any songs? The only romantic song I can think of is "Running Home to You," sung by Grant Gustin, who does Flash, because that was in the Flash. He sung that to Iris. So, there you go. You can try that one. I don't really listen to a lot of romantic music. This is okay. So after the last stream a couple days ago, I worked on this, yes, like yesterday morning or so. Let me move myself here. Yeah, but okay, if I had a woman sing a song to me, I definitely don't know what I would want or pick. I would say you probably wouldn't need to overthink it. Like, you'll be all right no matter what you choose to do. Simple and sweet type of songs, I'm sure would be just fine. I'm sure. Sure, you would appreciate it. Regardless. Yeah, probably don't need to worry about it too much. Right. So last time I worked on this, on stream, I didn't really get very far, but I worked on it yesterday morning as well before we left for the hotel. This is where I got with the movement. So you see it finally, it's smooth. There's no jitters when we move around this cube on the edges and stuff like that. And I did that by removing. I didn't even need a player camera script. All I needed to do was actually just let Cinemachine's camera control it, whatever. So yeah, that's what I ended up with. It looks really good. This is why I like Cinemachine's first-person camera, because it solves that jitter issue for you. I don't think there's really anything you can do on the code side to have it not do that jitter. I also implemented sprinting. So as you can see, the FOV changes a little bit to help you see, and you can see the speed change as well. Like that. I also have crouching, you know. And I had jumping, but I think I changed up some stuff like last minute before I had to leave yesterday, and then jumping isn't working at the moment, so I gotta figure that out. But yeah, this camera script here is just to change the field of view on the camera now when we start sprinting or stop sprinting, so that there's no actual like camera rotation or anything going on in here. And then, oh boy, this player movement script. I really wish OBS, like whenever I minimize OBS on my laptop monitor, that it would stop pulling it back up full screen on my big monitor. Like, that's not where I put it last. Why are you doing that? But yeah, okay, so this one. This one, okay, that's big. Right, very big. Let's just say like this here, right? Yeah, this is what I ended up with here. We have our fields. There's a lot of fields here now. We got the main camera transform. We got movement parameters for like movement speed, ground, and air acceleration. Yeah. So I gotta figure out. This doesn't look like it's. It says it's grayed out, like it's not being used. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I pulled out a lot of the logic into their own methods here. Alright, I was trying to implement like auto step up if you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I was working on. I'm just trying to make the controls and movement feel good, essentially. But now I gotta fix jumping. Okay, so the jump stuff, I think, or my grounded stuff. Actually, update grounded. No, it's being used. Okay, so let's. Do spear cast here. where we're at. Our configurable radius that we're gonna check. This one is... I'll have to see. Distance and the environment mask. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's maybe it didn't. Maybe it stopped working because I renamed it and it needs to be set again. Yeah, that might be it. That might have been the only actual thing that broke. I'm gonna comment this out real quick and test that before I assume that it's broken. So I forgot that I renamed it, and when you rename a serialized field, usually you gotta like reselect it or reset it in the editor. So I just did that. Okay, there we go. Now I can jump. Yep, that was the problem. Yeah, here's our jumping. We got some good air control here. Maybe too good. Yeah, it feels pretty good. What are you guys saying? I mean, it's hard to tell with only a couple blocks on the level, but I think it was pretty good. Especially for the game I'm going for. It's supposed to be like a speedrunning game with a bit of parkour. Essentially, but yeah, I think it feels pretty good so far. Oh yeah, I saw that little step up, but that also could just been the capsule collision, allowing me to go up a little more. But yeah, we got jump buffering, we got coyote timers for the jumps as well. If you don't know what that means, jump buffering is like, it allows you to press space to jump, like, well, okay, let me explain this first off, right? First off, typically, you don't want to be, like, we don't have double jumping, at least not yet, right? So you don't want to be able to jump in the air, or you don't want to be able to jump if you're not on the ground, pretty much. So we have that set up, but to make it feel better, so that you can jump, like as soon as you touch the ground, it might feel a little bit off if you press it, but you're like not even, like you're almost touching the ground, but you're not. And you press space, so you kind of like miss it. You gotta press space again to jump again, or you gotta press space again to jump once you actually do touch the ground. Jump buffering allows it so it's basically a timer, right? You press space, and then if you touch the ground within the timer, it'll jump again, right? And it's only like 0.12 seconds. So it's not like so hard to explain. I'm not the best at explaining most of the time, but it's a little think of it like an iframe in fighting games. If you get hit, then you're invincible for a couple frames. So imagine you're allowed to press space to jump a couple frames before you hit the ground, and it'll allow you to jump again. That's essentially what it is. And then coyote timers, or coyote jump is it's kind of the opposite. It allows you to when you're running and jumping off a ledge, it allows you to press space like a couple frames after you get off of the ledge. Or a couple frames after you leave the ground, you're allowed to press space to jump. So it's just a little bit of like a, just allows you to, be less precise with your timing on pressing space to jump, so you can jump more fluid and easily. I think it's hard to not the most noticeable, I think, but like, or the coyote jump is a little less noticeable than jump buffering, I feel, but I think it feels pretty good. The jumping isn't too bad either. I can't change that, but I don't think I need to change it. I think it's, honestly, it feels really great, I think. I can just have a good time just jumping right here. Like this. But, what if we wanted to set up like a little bit of a platform level or something like that? So what if we just say like, create a cube here for our platforms, right? First off, we kind of got to get a sense of scale. Because, like this cube is a scale of 1 on all axes. And it's too small for us. So we gotta change our scale or what have you, so that it feels like we're in a world our size, and not that we're not too big or too small in the world, right? So, I think 1.5 was all right for the scale there. All right, yeah, that looks like it's half our height, and we can, you know, create the jump from there. Like this looks like it's half our height, and I think that's good. 2 would be like the same size as this. It's actually 1 is half our height, but it doesn't look that, right? And what we could do is we could, instead of changing the scale of this, we could move our camera down a little bit. Our head is where our camera is attached to, this head object here, and it's currently set at 1 on the Y relative to my player model. I mean, if I was to put 0, then it would be right there in the center of my player. If I do that, then we're too small, or we look too small, right? So if I was to just move it, instead of 0 or 1, somewhere in the middle, 0.5 wouldn't be a terrible. 0.5 looks pretty good, right? But that does mean that we are technically like, yeah, that looks about eye level, right? For this model here. This isn't really a model. It's just it's a capsule. Capsule. Whatever. But yeah. So there we go. Now we adjusted the camera height so that the cube can be 1 scaled and still still a good size relative to us. Yeah, let's try and make some platforms or something to jump on. We'll just make them this cube a little bigger there, 3 by 3 probably. Duplicate that, bring it up. Man, how would that feel? Okay, I could definitely jump way further than this. And speaking of which, since we technically made us a bit smaller, I can change our jump force. So we're not jumping as high. It's just like right here. You can lower that by 2, test that out. Yeah, that's not bad. I still jump pretty far. I think that's fine. Right, that feels alright. And then we can start. So it's important to keep in mind we can jump basically 1 unit high right now, just based on our jump force. Like we can jump onto this. And that's important. There's just a little bit of platforms to jump on. I see I accidentally jumped over that. Jumping over it a lot. Right. So there's some fine tuning that needs to be done. Or just space these platforms out a bit more. But I mean it's all here or there. Just a little bit of platforming to test out. No, I just want... I don't want the whole level, I just want these 2 cubes, please. I'm not selecting the dang level. Okay, I need to hold shift, that's why. Weird, but... Ooh. Ooh, okay. I think I might need to get rid of the auto stepping. I think that's doing stuff. Doing more than it needs to, I think. What I can do is at least toggle it for now. You know, they can move it down there. Alright, I should... Let's reload the editor here. There you go, it's compiling. Oh. God, okay. Disable that, because I think that's what's happening here. No, maybe not. I don't actually know if the auto step is doing anything then. Could just be me bouncing off it or something. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's like bouncing. It's a little weird. Hmm. Yeah, it's weird. Interesting. I created a physics material already. So there's a physics material on the collider here. Right there. Hmm. Ugh. Let me check something. We don't need that, but we'll see. I don't think that's what's causing the bounce to happen, but you got what'd you get for DoorDash? Zaxby's. Okay. Okay. I think I already reloaded the scripts here, but huh. Seems like it kind of stopped. Okay, but then what if I do auto step now? Auto step. Okay, I don't know if I like the auto step. Okay, mm, uh, yeah, I don't think we need the auto step at all. I think it's just a little bit of a hindrance. Or not auto jump, auto step. Is that what I said? I said something. Okay, that's good. Don't need it. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Actually, let's see. I want to try something here. So I got this smart buttons class right here, and it allows me to have different behavior for buttons. So like I can say, do I need to hold it, or do I just press it, or rather, can I hold it or press it, right? For example, sprint or whatever, or jumping. If jumping is set to hold, then I can hold down the space bar and my character would just jump, you know. But I set it to, well, okay, no. Yeah, never mind. It's hold or toggle, not what I was about to explain. But I also added some methods in my input handler for, like, was pressed this frame, and that, instead of checking if it's active, like, held down, you could check if it was pressed, or was released, right? So I'm thinking we could do something with that for the jump. Like we could say, what we can use the was released and is held or is active. It's essentially the same thing here. So I mean, we could do something with that to have like a higher jump or a longer jump or something like that. If we hold down the space bar. Uh, Let me see here. This one here. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I don't think we need huh. I'm just gonna start getting rid of the B for booleans because that's like a thing. That's like an unreal thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. Private pool. Local state. There we go. So let me clean up all this I'm just trying to clean up this class a little bit. For like is active and is held. Because it could be two different things rather than the same. So on it, put it back. Right, started is held true, was pressed true. Okay. This release is true, and then we can get rid of this whole block down here. Okay. And that's actually it. It's done now. This stays the same. This is all. Yeah. Okay. God. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of a headache here. Yeah, so now active is different than held. And if the button is active, it's currently being held this frame and was pressed this frame and was released this frame. So there we go. Okay. Right, so let's see, we kind of want a variable jump height for our like jumping and stuff. Go ahead and just start. Yeah, there we go. Closing all that stuff. So for stuff, you could do a jump cut on there. Why is this still grayed out? Maybe it's just because it's not accessed, but it's like it is used in here. It was not used for check or something. I don't know. I think it is used though. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is up here. I mean, sure. Ice cream sounds pretty good. I had some last night at a McDonald's Sunday. It's pretty good, especially when I was after I was drinking. Okay, so we'll test that out. I mean, I don't see what it does. It's a pretty good song. Fly Away. Lenny Kravitz. Okay. Yeah, I don't see difference here. Right. Active forced as well. Essentially, instead of jumping higher, if you hold it down longer, it's well, we'll have to see how this works and feels, but essentially what it's doing now is applying more gravity on us if we release the button. So I don't know if that exactly works how I want it to. Right? Just this versus that. Yeah, I don't really notice a difference. So we're gonna probably just rip this one out. Try a different method. Yeah, I don't think I like it. It's kind of like the opposite of what I would want, kind of. So we could say, just go. I guess it was grounded. I'm gonna say. Full jump held, right? That's the previous one. Is ground. Okay, update gravity. Trying to return. Okay. Multiplier. There we go. try that. Essentially now it's saying if we're holding jump, then use the normal gravity multiplier. Otherwise, use a multiplier that's times by 1.5. If we release it, pretty much. Or if we're not holding it down. But we need to actually update in our update method here. This update that. An update is where I think we were going to do that rather than fixed update, though it shouldn't matter. We'll see. Shouldn't really matter. Oh yeah, that works. Oh yeah, see that? I'm not sprinting or anything, but if I just press jump, I jump way less. If I hold jump, I jump way further. So if I was to say like sprint jump, I kind of miss it. So that way now there's a bit of variability in the jumps. You know, that way we can have like platforms further and closer. Oh, you know what? Let me minimize this actually so you can actually see it. Here we go. So we can see again, if I just jump, press it, right? I don't make it as far. But if I hold it, I make it much further. You can see that. So if I was to sprint jump, it's like sprint and hold jump down, I can make this jump. But if I sprint and just press jump, then I don't actually make it. See what I mean? So that works. Now we can have platforms that are spread out of varying length. So it's not just the same length between the platforms. So you gotta have to decide, do I hold jump down here to reach this platform and not over or do I just press jump to reach it and not overextend and miss it? Like if I was to jump down from this platform there, if I was to jump down and hold space, I'm gonna overshoot this platform here. But if I just press space and if I just press it and not hold it down, I actually make it onto this platform here. Very nice. Right, and a sliding kind of thing would be cool too, but one thing at a time here. Right. Let's see here. Nice. What ice cream did you get? Like what flavor? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think what I'm doing here with this jump boolean, jump held, is not needed at all, because like yeah, it would be good to make sure I'm checking and in update so that it's like, you know, good frame by frame check if I'm still holding the jump button down. But my input handler is already checking every frame, so what's the point of it's already checking and caching what state it's in every frame, so I don't need to check there again. I could literally just say input dot is button held the action jump right here, even though this is in fixed update. It's not gonna make a difference at all, like zero difference. What a nice song. Pistachio ice cream, huh? That reminds me of Cars 2. When Mater's at the party, he thinks wasabi is pistachio ice cream. So, essentially, because of my input handler, this check here is like almost costing nothing. All it's doing is getting the button from an array, which is a pretty fast lookup anyways. And it's returning the cached boolean for the state that that key or button is in. So, it's all good. Okay, let's see if we can add some sliding in here. God, I still got a headache. What's this water here? Let me move my mic a little bit forward and then move my keyboard closer. Maybe a little to the right. There we go. Nice. Well, this is actually a float, not a freaking. Hmm. Okay, I might try to keep all my floats and stuff together. I don't like this. It just makes it a little bit messier because there's stuff here that's not having to do with each other. But it's fine. We got booleans, floats, and vectors. It's less messy in this regard. The types are grouped together, but whatever. So crouch stuff. I don't know. Let's just try this. What should I call this? Velocity. That's a good one too. Got a lot of bangers back to back here. I mean, they're all good, but classic, classic bangers. I don't know. They're all classic bangers, to be fair. I already have. I have move direction. Why do I wouldn't want to calculate that again. Whatever. Okay, but yeah, I already don't need to do that. I think that is good. Okay. So this might be a little janky considering crouch. Right. Actually, okay, right. Crouch. Was up handle crouch visuals, but not. Okay, right. I need. Check side. Wait. It's button held. They're crouching and is grounded. And I kind of want like sprinting too, but No, I can honestly just... Whatever. This is gonna be janky. Yes, a good law. You can see. Leaving the meeting. Yeah, so it doesn't look good at all. Let's see. I'd rather tie it into... sliding is usually tied into, right? If you're sprinting and you hold crouch, then you would slide. Rather than how it was now. All this nonsense. So... Mm. Oh, man. My eyes are... I'm gonna get my eyes. Okay. So what we need is like a slide state, right? So let's go ahead and add this stuff back. Slide duration. Slide speed. Okay. And of course, slide timer. Okay. What we're gonna do, update slide state. Okay. Should slide equals is grounded and is button held rather active and input dot crouch. Okay. Turn right, and then we'll have obviously our start slide method here. Okay, and then here's our slide and turn. So our exit condition, or slide timer. We also end slide, but could just put that in here. End slide. Don't need to turn on that. That's just the last thing there. At least we could check this before this, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, so start slide, we're gonna say sliding is true. Slide timer, slide duration. Velocity, scalar magnitude, greater than F. Hi Millie, how you doing? Welcome to my stream where I'm working on a game. I'm doing good, how are you? Although I do have a headache from drinking yesterday. It's all good. Inside. There we go. Alright. Now we need another method here. Would apply slide movement. Timer. Time fixed delta time. During your day off, only work one day, then off till the weekend. Okay, nice. Okay, again, I already have a thing for that. Slide speed. Yeah, I'm working on a speedrunner game in Unity here. I'm gonna call this. There we go. And of course, oh yeah, and then we want to slide jump as well. All right. Don't forget to check in, by the way. Yeah. Times jump force times slide jump boost. Push velocity change. So we're applying upward force here, and also forward momentum. Right. So now up here. There we go. Okay. Now we remove this and try it out. Oh my gosh. It should be reloaded. I'm going away. I'm just sliding forever now. Okay, I do stop sliding if I stop sprinting, but if I keep sprinting, it keeps going on sliding. The reason I keep sliding forever is because I'm sprinting, so it's technically reinitiating the slide again. So I need some kind of like either to like disable sprint or put like a can't slide again until you stand up and then crouch. I don't really want to cool down, I don't think, because that could get a little annoying in a speedrunning game. What you do is add actress film. I think we need this boolean again. Actually, maybe I do. I think I actually do. Crouch was held. Then in update we say with dot this button active like that. You check here, and in late update, we do and then back down, like down here, we check again, pretty much. We're gonna say slide lock. It's not locked. Yeah, I'm thinking it's sort of in there we go. Baseline state. Nice. Do this collaboration thing on YouTube. Details. Oh, there we go. Collaboration. There we go. Got it. Okay, right. It's just like this, right? We get a phone call. Hold on, everyone. Hmm. Maybe I should plug my phone in real quick. No, I'll try that, I guess. I don't really know if I finished updating that or not. I don't think there is any sliding at this point. Hold on. What's going on here? Alright. It's It only works on the first slide for some reason. Oh, you know why? I want to say it's because... No? Let's see here. It's just... You know what I'm gonna do? Down here. Would check slide conditions. Okay. Updates afterwards. Okay, and then we go up to update and replace the sign with check slide conditions. There we go. Alright. Okay, so then what's that? Okay. And slide. Right. Now this one can slide, change it to false. We also want to set this to true by default. There we go. Well, we could try that. Oh. I don't notice you say that. Man. You should sleep. I mean, yeah, probably. If you're still here, I hope you sleep well. Perfect. Mentally tired? Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, I get that a lot. Especially when my sleep schedule is garbage. And I don't wake up normally and I sleep, or if I'm like up during the night and I'm sleep during the day. I always feel mentally exhausted. Like I have no motivation to do anything. I usually end up just laying in bed all day. Pretty much. Like it would also prevent me from starting new projects too. Like it just doesn't. Yeah, no motivation for anything. Okay. Mm. You're right. The was pressed checks kind of uh don't work in fixed update because it's like, you know. So let me do Boolean for that. Press jump spring. Right, update. Well, actually, I don't know if that would work either. I think we just gotta move some of this slide logic. The problem is you want physics-based stuff to be in fixed update. So we can buffer it, right? It's pretty much what I was just about to think. Right. Slide jump buffer. Update slide jump buffer. Right, I would check slide jump queued. If input was button pressed, yeah, action jump slide jump queued. Should probably do like is sliding right as well. No slide jump over here. Slide jump queued. Okay. Oh my god. See, there's one problem with AI. It literally just told me to replace the add for stuff with this set velocity. And then now it's saying, oh, it's going to conflict with your other stuff, but you should use add for. So I'm like, mother, I just had it as that. This is why I hate AI. It's so helpful. See, now that I know that, I'll know that for the future. So this is why rigid body movements are so good, because you're for the most part you're just adding force to it, so it's more physics based. So like if you like, I don't know, you can apply a force without overriding the current force, basically, which is good. You're eating fast food again. I really do, but no. Huh? Oh, never eating fast food again. I really do, but now. Why? What happened? Your Zaxby's not show up correct? Well, yeah, it seems bad. And it was saying not to do times, not to times it by fixed delta time while it's a velocity change or something like that. Honestly, I just gotta put something out. You said you rarely eat fast food. Wait, no, that's a lie. Good try though. Good try though. Sure, sure. Oh my goodness, I just died. I just died. Okay, well, nice. First off, hello, welcome in, Ali, K7K, on the YouTube side. I'm making a game right here. You see, I'm working on the movement at the moment to get a good feel, which I think is pretty good right now at the moment, so far. I'm working on sliding at this very moment, and like slide jumping. Like crouching, jumping. I have variable jumps, so like if I was to hold spacebar, I jump further than if I was to tap it. Sprinting, and all that stuff as well. Obviously. But yeah. So I'm working on. I'm doing like a speedrunning kind of game. Or I want to do that. Uh, I don't like Roblox. I don't care if it's just me making Roblox games. I don't like Roblox. I don't like anything to do with Roblox. Okay, well, checking this up again. Actually, can I just say like current velocity? No. So I did used to play Roblox, like ages in it. Like maybe when I was 15 was probably the last time I played it. I don't remember. Um, and I was interested in making games back then, but I wasn't like, I didn't code at the time, so I don't know how to do all that. So I didn't really get anywhere with anything on that regard. Hmm. What? Hmm. Okay, well, let's see how this works then. I keep forgetting to minimize Visual Studios so you can't actually see the game if it's unminimized. Let's see what happens. It's not bad. I definitely need to tune the sliding. So can't jump while sliding though. It's a thing. I think maybe this kind of slide jump. Move that before. Oh, you know what? You know what? I also never called that method there. That's another thing that would probably help. To actually set if the jump is cute or not. Okay, it doesn't really... Slide jump kind of sucks. Hmm. The AI is being dumb. Okay, but I think we gotta check something here. Return, we're not sliding in that because we're still calling it after we end slide in handle slide jump. You know what we could do instead is go here, make it a bool, and all the way down here turn true, and then if you just return there, right? And then we can extract this into its own method. I'm gonna say handle slide. Here we go. Easy. We can also say, yeah, here we go. Okay. It should be just fine. I don't know how well the slide jump will actually work. Like, oh, okay. Yes, but also not even sliding at all. Actually, we are. It's just very tiny movement. See that? Like, I'm letting go of W and I'm sliding a tad bit. Why is it? What happened there? I was just sliding just fine. And then it just randomly said, never mind. We got it. You just say, why am I like on Instagram? Why am I being recommended to follow someone that I'm already following? But it's like a different person with the same name, just a little weird. But okay. Oh my god, please. I what if I just do that? Still okay. Again, it's telling me now. Okay, let's just you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say forget this chat. Put a new one because it is no more context. It's just repeating itself. I'll explain it. Okay, well that's apparently that is supposed to be there. Oh, that, but set alert, we use move towards. Right. That like that. Okay. Bye bye, Moon. Sleep well. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. And I don't know if I actually want all this. Hmm. 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 Okay, honestly, this whole sliding thing is just. Basket case. Green Day. So I'm just gonna rip out all of this slide stuff because it's getting too much. It's getting to be too much. Or too complicated. More complicated than it should be. So rather just restart the system here. Alright. So you want a slide speed, duration, do that short. Hmm. Hmm. So we want the slide speed, duration, the slide impulse, slide jump boost. Yes, okay. Then what we could do, we could add this here. So we can get it publicly if we need to in other classes. Right. Private load slide timer. Slide direction. Maybe that's everything there. Okay, so when it say slide input, also handle slide jump input. Right. And we will call that an update. Okay, and then an update. Update slide method, and I think that is actually it. So in apply movement, the crouch modifier we want to only do if we're not currently sliding as well. right? It wouldn't make sense to apply this speed debuff if we're crouching, or for crouching, a crouch speed debuff if we're not crouching but sliding. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Hi, welcome in. How you doing? Honored one. Yes. Okay. Okay. All that is simply sliding false. And then update here, we got timer minus equals time, fixed delta time. And slide. Turn. I am making a kind of first person speed running kind of game. That's the plan. We're gonna have enemies that you like whiz by and try to kill as you're zooming through the level, pretty much. It's kind of the premise. Enemies or targets, whatever. So for that, we really gotta get this movement perfect. Okay. Handle slide jump input. We got not sliding, do nothing. It was button pressed. Turn. Smooth. Rustic change. There we go. Okay. That should hopefully be pretty good. But we'll never know until we test it. This Nirvana song, by the way. Slide speed is assigned but never used. Huh. Okay. I think that's true, it is never used. And in which case we can say let's get rid of slide speed then. Well, it's definitely doing the slide jump correctly. Might be a little too high, actually. I mean, obviously, but. Maybe a 05, 1.05. Okay. I keep forgetting to minimize this. This is the slide. It kind of is like it's meant to be like sliding whichever way you want. It's kind of hard to tell that you're sliding though is the problem. But you can essentially you could slide jump, which is much higher than it should be. Hey, welcome in. Oh, are you? Okay. Sure. Well, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. 1.01 maybe. It's like it's not changing it. Playing, make it. Yeah, I am seeing about a speedrunning kind of game. And slide jump is crazy. Powerful. What about that? Okay, this is not like to change much, it seems. Yeah, that's good, I think. Okay, needs a little more kick than that though. 0.15. Needs to be kind of noticeable. Right, normally you can't jump up on this, but if you're slide jumping, then you can. It's a little subtle though. Um, which kind of timer? Like, get to the end of the level before the timer is over, or just like count up how long you took in the level? Could be either. This probably could be a timer at some point. Yeah, there could probably be a timer like that. Like, we could do like time trials or something. Yeah, I mean, the vision currently was get through the level as quick as possible, like always be moving, whiz through rooms, and while you're zooming through them, you gotta aim as you're going fast. You gotta aim at the targets or enemies and hit them. Yeah. Mm. Just trying to get right now. I'm trying to get the sliding to feel good. Like right now, it's hard to tell when you're actually sliding because if you stop moving, then you know, it obviously stops sliding as well. There's quite a few different ways of doing this like sliding mechanic. Like this suggested here, it could do like a temporary speed boost. I think the current problem is that it stops moving if you stop holding W, so it doesn't apply like a forward force. Okay, well, it's okay. Maybe this is why. Maybe the slide impulse is too low. I'm gonna jump that up 12 instead of 6 and see what happens there. Okay, what about like 50 just to test? Okay, it's more noticeable now. But like, you gotta like, there's too much of a delay. Theme? I got no idea, to be honest. If you're talking about visual theme, probably something simple to, probably just a simple environment, like, okay, again, I keep forgetting to actually minimize this. Probably something simple, Unity looking, probably. Yeah, it just feels, okay, this just feels a little off. Like, you gotta be sliding for a set time before you can actually slide jump, which is weird. Again, now we have that problem again of infinite sliding. Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't decided on any visual elements yet. But I didn't want to make anything too super high quality because it's only me working on the game. And I just, trying to get something up there. Yeah. Yeah. It's just an idea I had and I wanted to do something with it. Okay, so... Alright. Thanks for the good luck wish. Good luck on your textures. I need to do... Alright. Let's see. Hey, wait, what if we try... I don't know. What if I simply look up how to make good slide field behavior, like on YouTube? Oh, I didn't see his hydrate. I apologize about that. 5 minutes ago. Hydrated, even though I think he left already, but there you go. Hydrated for him. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna have to turn off the non-copyright music here for a second. So I can... no. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, okay. No wonder. That makes sense. Okay. City change. And impulse. There you go. And that should solve that. Think. Yeah. Okay, why can I no longer jump? Where'd my jumping go? I didn't. Oh, you know why? Alright. Crouched equals input is button active. Action. Crouch. Nope. Or no, actually, I just want. Okay. I should do want that to stay there. And on this one, put was button pressed. Go. Got this. Couldn't jump because I was always applying that rather than only when I'm crouched. There you go. But it does. I should check that I'm on the ground as well. Alright, so there you go. Only if we're grounded, then apply that downward force on us. Because otherwise, we'd be shooting ourselves downwards if we were crouching in the air. Right? Yeah, again, I keep forgetting to minimize that. But yeah, as you can see on the left in the scene thing, that's me right there. If I crouch, now I'm no longer like in the air, I go down as I crouch as well. But if I jump and crouch, I don't go down immediately. Right? Because we're only applying that force. If we press crouch, so it's only going to apply it once. And also, um, it won't apply that downward force if we're in the air or if we're not on the ground. Right? That's pretty good. That's like a nice fix there. Okay. So again, sliding, gross. Okay, yeah, honestly, all this sliding stuff is complicated, apparently. Right, so where do we go? Okay, right. This handle input method should be fine, I think. Right, grounded, you have to be sprinting and crouching, not already sliding. But again, we don't have that, like, lock thing going on. And we need that can slide back in here. Yeah, sure you go. Say if crouch and slide equals true, because to start sliding, we're gonna say no, put it there. Can't slide false because we now started sliding. And then if not crouch, which means we uncrouched at any point, then we can slide again. And we're not gonna set that true in end slide because this gets called when we're done, when the slide timer runs out, not only like when I stop crouching. We don't want to be able to slide again as soon as our timer for sliding runs out, so we never have to get up. Right, so okay, start sliding update. Let's just see if that worked before we do anything there or anything else. Okay. Yes, I did work. Okay, what else we could do is sliding needs to, like, the speed needs to decrease over time as well. But let's actually see. All right, this adds the impulse there. All right, how's it look again? Hmm. Honestly, don't know. Maybe the slide duration needs to be up to like 0.5. So this slide jump don't work anymore. Okay, no, it definitely does. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Alright, and then each jump needs to, uh, at least like that. I think that's good. Oh. Vertical and horizontal. We want a decay rate, but I want it actually as a serialized field so I can configure it. So would slide decay rate. Slide jump boost. Slide jump vertical. Slide jump horizontal. Boost. Okay, now we have 2 parameters for that as well. Okay, so we have our decay. So horizontal. Okay, that should do it. Mm. And I just don't use any of those. Right, okay. All right, let's see how this works. There's your music back, YouTube. Kind of like doesn't decay really. Okay, well that's an unintended side effect as well there. Cannot it is moving. Let's say alright, any of that there. Any movement in that. So then the sliding also has to be moving. Have to be moving some direction. Right? So you can't just hold shift, crouch, and then jump for a jump boost like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then right now it's probably didn't minimize that properly for you guys to see that. My bad again. And now to here. Getting a big old many booleans here to check. And start slide. That's what was held. But that one may or may not. I don't know. We'll see. They're not already sliding. They can start to slide. They can slide. Actually, this one might actually be able to go as well. Because this inherently means they have to be sprinting before they're crouching. Well, that's like the general premise of what we're trying to do. We'll see. And if we have to be sprinting already, then that could mean the movement check is already. Let's see. No, that didn't work. Oh, you know what? I don't think I... No, I did. Well, that didn't work. Oh yeah, okay, and start slide. I see, I see. So they just renamed that. Alright. Well. Oh, my head be hurting. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, you know what we'll do is we'll go into our sprint state. Check he's moving in there. You shouldn't be able to sprint if you're not moving. No, let's... Yes. Okay. But we can still do this, which is not what we want. I don't know. I think what we need to say is to move this for a second here. I don't actually know. Hold on. We don't have a sprinting, only a is sprinting. I mean, what we could do is say that update sprint state, move that back in. We also need to is crouched. The sliding is grounded, is moving, public pool is sprinting. I'm gonna actually put it here. Private set. Pool is crouching. Get private set. So the sprint state is sprinting. Goes is crouching and we'll put button held. Sprint. There we go. Okay. Will handle there. Crouch stuff. Instead of handle crouch visuals, you need to handle crouch state. Or rather update crouch state. And there. Is crouching equals that. Like that. Okay, right. And then yeah. And then sprint is checked after the crouch gets updated. So we'll see what happens. No, we can still sprint. Just gonna debug mode here. Okay. Okay, right, okay, yeah. We're not sprinting while we're crouched, but we are sliding. Still. So that means, we do kinda know was sprinting. Was sprinting. Right. So was sprinting. We say sprint state, right? Right, but then like is sprinting and if not sprinting and was sprinting. Or was sprinting. So wait, was sprinting equals is sprinting and essentially what that's saying, but I can't wrap my head around this logic. If we update it, and then we update was sprinting pretty much immediately. That's not right. There's no way this is right. Okay, let's say... Okay, right? So, yeah. Was sprinting equals is sprinting, but also okay, alright. We do probably need the can't start slide. If is sprinting or no, if was sprinting is sprinting and start slide. Okay. Okay, honestly, it's confusing. Ah, so much confusing. Mm, no. My brain has become mush and this headache has not gone away. Was crouching. I don't think I need this. Was crouching. Can use this crouching and then update that. Yes. Okay. I don't think I need this was sprinting either anymore. I can ignore that. And then slide. Here, this stuff. There we go. And I can get rid of that. Okay. We can try that. Reset that. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be... I don't even know. Oh, God. My dogs are beneath me, apparently. My dog, one of them was a tiny one. Right. Good. We still sprint. We still crouch sprint. Which is nice. But it doesn't count. Okay, you know why? It's because of how we handle the movement or apply it. Right. Apply movement. Rather than is button active, we say is sprinting. And this one is crouching. There we go. It does change the FOV still, that's because it's in a different script. So if we were to go player camera here, we have our player movements. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry about that. My dogs are in my room and I guess someone knocked on the door and they started barking the hell. Jesus Christ. I hope that didn't it wasn't too loud. Okay, anyways, and I could change this to player movement is moving. Okay, sorry about that. Apparently I had to go hold my dog because the children didn't know how to open the door and exit without letting the dog out. So Anyways, this should be good. Should already sprinting, right? Sprinting. They're not crouching. They are holding the sprint button. And I want to say is moving right there as well. That'll help all that stuff, right? They don't need to put that here then. They're just, you know, are they sprinting? And then we could probably remove that check from okay, we already did remove the is moving check from here. Okay. Save all that. Reload. Oh my god, I wish when that application no longer became the focus, it would just stop showing it. Okay, what's going on now out there? Oh my gosh, okay. Sheesh. Yes, there we go. Now my FOV doesn't change from crouching because I can't sprint. Right, can I still... Nice, I can still slide properly now. Okay. But maybe I should say stop sprinting as soon as you start sliding. Is sliding true? Or we can say is sprinting, or just go up here. Is sliding. We're not sliding. There you go. That way our FOV will go back as soon as we start sliding. Let's check this. The numbers. Field of view 75, 85. Okay, yeah. Doesn't really look like it, but it is going back. And okay, I think we need to apply more momentum or whatever. What are you talking about? It's none of my business. Okay, there we go. I think that's all well and good. I think I need to end the stream here, everyone. We got a lot of upgrades to our movement. Sliding is kind of meh still. I'll probably try and look at that off stream another time, but for now I need to take a break from everything. My headache and brain is mush right now. Again, what are you talking about? Because of debug mode. I think there's something wrong with debug mode having this panel open and play. It's a bug in Cinemachine, not my problem. So yeah, we need probably up that maybe. Slide duration, move that down. Because like 20, it really doesn't feel like we're getting a movement boost from sliding. I think that's the problem. And yeah, I don't want slide jumping to be used as a way to get vertical movement. Because it just doesn't feel right. I think I need to change it to horizontal movement. So I'm gonna write that down here. Uh, I don't know. I think that's what we need. Is to have. We need our slide here. A slide mechanic to feel like we need a better boost of speed or something when we initially slide, and then I think that's about it really. Because there's that, and then also again less vertical movement from our less vertical impact from our slide jump and more of a horizontal impact in the slide jump. Yeah, that's where we're at. So I think okay, see, you need to stop changing which freaking monitor you're on or display. OBS, please, thank you. All I'm doing is minimizing it, and it's like going over to whichever monitor it feels like next time I unminimize it. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Okay, thanks everyone who watched, tuned in, chatted. Make sure to join the Discord, follow the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube, and check out my socials. That's where my Discord is linked, as well as my X or Twitter. It's also linked there. Check that out. Follow me over there. And yeah, more plans for to finish Deltarune Chapter 2 finally, eventually, at some point. We're very close to the end. Just need to finish it. Then we can start Chapter 3 blind. And then, yeah. And then I think that'd be good. Just need to do it. Just need to do it. Right? Oh yeah. See, closing my editor and stuff. Yeah. That being said, I will see you all in the next one. Do we have enough people to raid? No. Doesn't appear so. So yeah, I'll just end it here and I'll see y'all again. See you on the next one. Peace.